Welcome to a very special episode of 31 Mad Days of Terror, where we look at my second favorite film of last year, being beaten only by Tatsuki Fujimoto's Love Letter to Art. I'm your loyal host, Mad Silence, and to quote the emo band that was a huge part of my childhood, I'm not okay. At least not after watching the follow-up to Jane Shoenbrun's breakout film, We're All Going to the World's Fair. 2024's I Saw the TV Glow.
And a few weeks later, Maddie disappeared without a trace. All they found was her TV set, burning in the backyard. And the strangest part of it all was that exact same month that Maddie disappeared, the Pink Opaque got canceled.
I honestly didn't love Shoenbrun's previous feature film, but it's an almost perfect encapsulation of the atmosphere and storytelling that is almost impossible to capture outside of analog and internet horror, feeling like a film made exclusively for that very specific generation that grew up with things like the rise of internet urban legends and ARGs. Fittingly, I Saw the TV Glow takes a similar approach, ruminating on the effects of nostalgic work like Buffy, The Secret World of Alex Mack, and Are You Afraid of the Dark? All things Shoenbrun has confirmed inspired the series. It's a story made specifically to convey the trans experience and how shows and art that affected you in childhood can help someone come to understand and accept themselves. While the explicitly trans narrative and coming to understand what the movie is communicating through that metatextual angle was important to my understanding of it, it also spoke to my own personal experience as a human that lives an unfulfilling life. Which I swear we won't spend a whole lot of time unpacking, since I'd rather not turn this into an incredibly depressing video about my horrifyingly obvious need for therapy. After all, there's a visually striking piece of cinema with amazing monster design and a stunningly unique cinematic language to talk about. I mean, we've all seen that gorgeous shot of the ice cream truck with the pink fog coming out of it. Then there's the instantly iconic Mr. Sprinkles, who feels like a perversion of Pete and Pete's very wholesome, and I'm sorry for this, bittersweet one-off character, Mr. Tasty. Did I mention the soundtrack I've listened to a not insignificant amount of times? The unsettling use of Limp Bizkit frontman Fred Durst and Pete actors Michael C. Morona and Danny Tamborelli's visages in a way that emulates the way they've haunted Shoenbrun since the 90s. I found out the hard way that I Saw the TV Glow isn't for everyone when I showed it to a friend who opted out pretty early, but I'd recommend it to anyone who loves slow burn horror, art films, surrealist fiction, and Lynch. Since, I won't lie, this reminded me of Twin Peaks, both the original and revival seasons, more than once. I also think it will most likely speak to you if you're LGBTQ+, obviously, are way too invested in any of the things that influenced it, or a show from that time period, or hell, just suffer from nostalgia and a longing for a life that feels more right than the one you're currently living. Well, that was less cheery than usual, so how about we switch gears and talk about a found footage film that knows what it is and fully embraces its silly premise, shall we? With Frogman. Until then, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy my stuff and want to keep up with it, or just have something to say. And if you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell and set it to all notifications. This is Mad Silence, signing out.
You know what I wish? I wish the ice cream man didn't have to leave when the weather got cold in the winter. I wish he never went away.